The oceans, vast, powerful, and vital to our planet's future, hold immense potential. As the world evolves, so must our approach to harnessing this resource sustainably. The challenge is to act now, ensuring the oceans remain a source of life, an opportunity for generations.
SBM came from a background of strong naval architecture, going from marine engineering and becoming pioneers into the deepwater field of oil and gas, which has set us today as the leader in floating production, storage and offloading infrastructure and a significant player in the world energy market. Our production ships produce 1.5 million barrels of oil per day. That's 1.5% of the world's oil production, which is therefore making SBM a major contributor to the energy equation. If you look at the track record of SBM, the number of world firsts, innovation and pioneering is very much in our DNA. That's also how we create value in the future. Investing where we see our capabilities play to both the markets that emerge and where the overlay of our own inherent technology capabilities will be a differentiator.
SBM designs, builds, installs and operates ocean infrastructure assets, primarily FPSOs for the offshore oil and gas sector. An FPSO is an ocean infrastructure asset that is designed to produce oil and gas reserves in remote offshore locations, typically operating in water depths of between 1.5 and 2.5 kilometers. The FPSO is maintained in situ by a mooring system that is connected to the seabed by anchors. High-pressure fluids from the oil and gas reservoir flow to the FPSO via flexible flow lines. And once on board the FPSO, these produced fluids are separated into oil, water, gas, and in some instances, carbon dioxide. Thereafter, the oil is stored until it can be offloaded to tankers. The gas is exported via pipeline, and any produced water or carbon dioxide is typically re-injected into the reservoir. SBM Offshore currently has 15 FPSOs in operation, primarily located just off the continental shelf in the East and West Atlantic. Our main priorities are to protect life and the environment by ensuring that we have a positive social and economic impact in all of the locations around the world in which we have activity.
Progress has always been the cornerstone of our success. Our strategy is to advance the core and pioneer more. We need to improve what we're doing today, and we need to prepare for the future. The world is changing. Blue economy can be defined as all of the economic activities around the seas and coastal, but of course with a strong focus on sustainability. Improve livelihoods, create jobs, and of course we want to care for the health of our ocean ecosystem. We also recognize that the blue economy is a very broad scenario to play in, and we have the competencies that put us in a very competitive advantage for some markets that are outside of the energy landscape.
SBM expertise in the offshore industry presents very large potential for growth in other sectors. The skills we've developed over the years are easily transferable to other industries. In the digital space, we are sitting on a large volume of data. As part of our digital journey, we are creating new digital services by collaborating with best-in-class companies to offer innovative services solutions to the oil and gas industry. In the floating offshore wind, we've done a joint venture with Technip Energy called Equil, and it is really to prepare ourselves for the upcoming market of floating offshore solutions. On an FPSO, the vast majority of the emission, roughly 80% of the emission of the FPSO, are coming from the exhaust of the gas generation system. So we have developed, together with our partner Mitsubishi Heavy Industry, a system which is capturing most of the CO2 coming from the exhaust of this turbine. The module for post-combustion carbon capture, which are easily deployable on floating production, storage and offloading facilities. These innovations are not just milestones, they are really the markers of our leadership in the offshore industry and are further progressing our goals of diversification.
So we have decades of experience in delivering creative and competitive high-performance ocean infrastructure solutions. And not only do we engineer and construct those solutions, but we also install and operate them for the long term with a very high degree of performance and uptime. And then at the end, we recycle them in a sustainable way. So this life cycle offering, as we call it, is a real differentiator. We're also able to offer our clients innovative financing solutions and a variety of different contracting models. So that enables all clients to embark on projects in an economically viable and sustainable way, and make sure that the projects get delivered, properly started up, and then operate for the long term.
Sustainability is very important to SBM and also to the wider community, because we are not only looking at what is our own footprint, but also we are taking responsibility through the setup of the target and ambitions in our offshore activities. We also are setting up the funnel observation program, which helps the Scientist Institute and also the universities to have ocean data and infrastructures informations. We have multiple STEM programs that we reach out to primary school or middle school to stimulate the STEM studies of students. Each location have different social project. We are taking care of the stakeholders' expectations and also our own employees' expectations for SBM. We want them to feel pride to work in such a company. And also we would like them to take the responsibility as well to be part of this true blue transition.
My colleagues here at SBM possess a unique range of skills, talents, and depth of expertise, but also a shared commitment to excellence and core values. In my own career journey, SBM had provided me with the unique opportunity to grow in a diverse and inclusive environment, where every challenge adds richness to our SBM DNA. I've had the privilege to work in different phases of the FPSO life cycle. These experiences has not only strengthened my technical skills, but also allowed me to grow as a leader and as a person. Work alongside such a committed and talented pool of professionals have taught me the value of collaboration and resilience. It has been a real privilege to be part of the legacy we are building together here at SBM Offshore.
We're a company with 82 nationalities. Does great things both from a complexity and an engineering perspective as also being major contributors to providing for the welfare and the development of the world. Being aware of our impact on the environment and our responsibility, protecting oceans. A better blue tomorrow is harvesting in the blue economy in a responsible way with all our commitments to our sustainability goals intact.